I was Tifa Lockhart once for Final Fantasy, and I got asked to punch a guy for a photo, which made me kind of uncomfortable, but you know, he begged for it, so why not?
So you did it? You actually abused it?
Of course. He asked me to punch him, so why wouldn't I?
Well, you said it was uncomfortable.
Well, since he asked so nicely, I couldn't say no.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's the Millman, and yo, shout out to all my cosplayers across the globe. If you're thinking about dabbling in the art but don't know where to start, this video may be just for you. I asked a few cosplayers to share things they wish they knew before jumping in the game. So let's hear what they gotta say. Okay, so I'm here with
Ryan,
I'm Max.
Annie, Rika, Moxie,
John Logo,
I'm Evie.
and
I'm Jenna.
Chainsaw Man and Power.
Shotorima cosplay. I'm Kinko cosplay.
I'm Mayu.
My name is Rayleigh.
I'm Med.
my name's Chris.
Andrew.
My name's Saya.
Dear, I'm Dear. And I'm Eminemi cosplays. Melissa McBamby.
Okay, so how long have you been cosplaying for?
Probably all my life.
I've been cosplaying for 11 years.
Oh my gosh.
Probably something around 7-8 years now.
Jeez.
It's been a while.
So we have a veteran here in the building. Do you guys have any advice collectively for people who are thinking about getting a cosplay?
Yes, oh my god. Yeah, I think you see so many amazing cosplayers like with their photos and videos, and you're just like, where do I start? Because you might be searching like the costumes you want to wear, like you want to figure out how to make it. Back when I first started, that we only had like Tumblr blogs to like find tutorials on how to make things, and we couldn't source materials very easily. But what I find nowadays is that you can really learn how to make anything very easily by just Googling it, searching on Instagram or TikTok.
Tons of tutorials on YouTube. It's actually really easy to get into it. Just do whatever you want, throw on whatever you want, and it's good.
And that's what's really leveled up my game recently, actually. It's just that so many tutorials, so many guides, and like so many more resources are available now.
Places like Home Depot and Walmart are very good places to start for startup equipment. Very important. One of the most important tools, in my opinion, is a Dremel and a heat gun to start off with. Major downsides, I would say, is do not use hot glue to adhere your materials. It will melt in the sun. As you can see, it's pretty bright out today. You wouldn't want your costume falling apart out here.
It is to become a cosplayer because you love it, not to be competitive.
Access it at whatever level you can. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, anyone who's a professional cosplayer. Just come in at it, whatever makes you happy, you do it, whether that's buying a costume, thrift storing a costume, whatever you want.
Don't be shy even if you buy your costume. Like, nobody cares. Just have
Make
fun.
your costume, buy your costume,
Do
dress
whatever
up
you want,
however you want.
Just
It
be who
is
you want
all-
to be, pretty
who
much.
you
Yeah, be
want.
creative.
Exactly.
You don't always have to go bigger for a cosplay to be good. I would always try to like outdo myself every year, and I'm suffering from burnout, so now we have Dress Down, Miku.
You're never too much of a beginner, because that is the thing that when you see other people, especially nowadays on social media, that are doing like a perfect cosplay and everything, there will always be people that 100% appreciate your cosplay, especially if it's something niche or whatever it is, and they're going to appreciate it for what it is and the effort you put in.
What makes competition bad?
You lose hope. You lose motivation. You want to be better than other people, and it's just so hard to love yourself when you're trying to compete with other people.
I guess I see a lot of the newer gen like on TikTok all the time, and you know, really trying to grind that like follower, I don't know, stuff, and that's so awesome. I respect it, but how when I started, like, I was just doing it in my room. I wasn't posting it anywhere. I was just, you know, chilling, and I still was able to have like a lot of fun. And I think you can still make content, still make photos, but maybe like if you are younger, like I was 12. Maybe make your account private, maybe make it just for friends, you know.
Don't think too much about you know, your online kind of presence. I feel like nowadays it's kind of a popularity contest, but make sure you're starting cosplay or you want to do cosplay because you really love either cosplaying or representing, you know, the character you love. I think making sure you're doing it for the right reasons will make sure that you have a lot of fun while doing it.
Especially anime characters that, like, you know, there's certain people, the community's yucky. Yeah, so I think it's more advice for like younger girls.
Wait, hold on a second. You said the community is yucky.
Especially this series I'm dressed from right now. I would not dress from it if I was a little girl.
Okay.
They're all gooners. I don't know if you can say that on your channel, but like.
What's a gooner?
I just wish I knew how friendly the whole community was.
Oh man, people are mean.
Really?
Be careful who you make friends with, yeah.
Just how wholesome and honestly kind like everyone can be. Like once you realize that you're all there for kind of the same thing. Like when I first started cosplaying, like I was so much less confident in my abilities as a cosplayer or how I looked or how my props looked, not realizing that everyone's just there happy to see you as the character.
If you don't mind, can you elaborate a little bit, just, you know, for the people who don't know?
Well, anytime you have a culture where a lot of people like the same thing, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have your elitists, your bullies. It happens. So it's best to find your tribe and be smart when you branch out.
Even like before, like I was making like this type of stuff when I like made way less professional props. Like I was scared thinking, oh, like everyone's gonna think I don't look good or my props don't look good. But like even in like 2016, I had people coming up to me saying, oh, I know that character. I love that you're cosplaying him.
So what's the biggest you've gone?
I in 1 week made, do you know like Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars?
I
she
should.
has these like big tendrils.
Okay.
And I was about 14 and I made out of silicone and foam, and I had never done this, and this was a very crazy SFX project, and I don't know why I took that on, but I did it in less than a week, and I took no pictures, and I have no evidence of it.
Do you still have like the costume?
I have the costume, but unfortunately it melted together about a week after the con.
You can start big, but if you compare yourself with a big cosplay and it's the newest one you just made,
you're just gonna feel bad about
yourself.
yourself.
You're gonna feel bad about yourself.
Even if you have no reason to.
How much time and money and effort you are going to spend. And that's not a bad thing, because when you really love something, it's going to pay off. But you definitely don't go into it thinking, this is going to be all my time, all my money, all my energy.
Be ready because it's expensive and you get addicted to it. Like you'll start out with something, and like even when I was starting, you know, you're doing like 4, 5, 6 in a year. And like there's, you know, there's going to be 4 or 5 cons, you know, a couple days each. You got to have something different every day. So that when you think you're gonna get into it, oh, just once in a while, maybe I'll try, and then you dive right in.
This is my first major project, I'll be frank.
Really? How long did this take you?
All right, so this was done in 2 sections. So the helmet, and then the sword. I had assistance from another cosplayer, Battle Damage Props. But the helmet took, I want to say, 2 to 3 weeks, and the sword was surprisingly simple. It took 2 days. 2 days, I'd say, yeah.
Okay.
Contact lenses. For a very long time, I think like 2 to 3 years, I didn't wear contacts. Just because I was too scared to put them in. But they're not scary. They're not going to hurt your eyes as long as you get them from a reputable business.
Wigs.
Wigs?
How much of a pain they are. Do you know how orgasmic it is when it's done at the convention? Just take this thing off. You know those old L'Oreal commercial, because you're worth it? Basically that reaction. Every time you're done a convention, taking off that wig is pure bliss. And next thing is cloaks. As you just saw, the wind, Mother Nature is a pain in my fanny.
Do you guys have any funny or memorable cosplay moments?
Not really. I kind of just embarrass myself in front of women a lot. just by being myself. Like, because last year I was standing in line for food, and this girl was making mad eye contact with me. So I was playing it cool. I'm like, hey, what's up? And then she comes up to me and she's like, excuse me, sir, you're leaning over the hand sanitizer and it's all over your arm. So that's kind of like most of my stories. Yeah.
Listen, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, all right.
I was Tifa Lockhart once for
Okay.
Final Fantasy, and I got asked to punch a guy for a photo, which made me kind of uncomfortable, but, you know, he begged for it, so
So you did it? You actually abused it?
Of course. He asked me to punch him, so why wouldn't I?
Well, you said it was uncomfortable.
Well, since he asked so nicely, I couldn't say no, you know?
All right, so there you have it. everything you need to know about cosplay culture. Is there something we missed? Leave it below. But in the meantime, in between time, you know what time it is. It's the Millman, and I'm off this. Easy, fam.